Hello friends, this lesson we learn about file handling in C language. So what is the file handling, right? How can we handle a file? So file handling basically covers two tasks, that is read file and write file, right? So how to read data from file and how to write data to file. So these two things will be covered, right? File handling is a technique in C language, you can say. It provides us the facility to read a file and write to the file. So first of all, what actually we need a file open. So the open file, we will try to read data from the file, and the open file we need to write something to the file, right? So that is called the file handling. So how C manage all these things? In C language, there are, the file modes. So when you will open a file or you will load your file into memory for reading purpose, you will open a file into the memory for writing purpose. What I mean, that you have to open your file to the memory so that C program can handle that memory location for reading and writing purpose, right? So you have to specify the mode, which mode you want to open, whether it's read mode or it's write mode or the both, right? So there are few file modes are there in C language. First, देखो R means only read, this is a read only. W means only writing purpose, all right? And R plus, W plus, A plus, so all are there, right? So each and every mode has the different, the action. So R plus means, R means read, then plus, what the plus is write, because we have only read and write. So R plus means read and write. W plus means write and read. A for append, that means it will write something at the end of your file, right? Only write at the end. So we'll see all these things, right? A plus means append, plus means append means writing at end, and plus means read. So read, write, right? Then RB. So B is something different. See, all these things are W, R plus, W plus, A plus. Then same thing happens with B, right? RB, WB, RB plus. So B is attached over here. So B is nothing but it's a mode, uh, the file text mode, right? So its mode is binary. Before is the binary. So which type of character it will read or which type of character it will write. So that is a binary. So B for binary. So when we want to make a file secret to others, right? So we will create that file B. So binary file will not be readable by normal eyes. So we cannot open that binary file, and if it is opened, then also we cannot read properly, right? So this is the binary file. So see, these are the unique, right? And the same things are duplicated over here with binary. So what is this type and what these are the text type. So whatever data will be read, whatever data will be written, so that will be the text file. So text file, like our C programming, this file, this is the .c file, right? This is the text file. And then .txt file, this is also a text file. So which file that is the readable by the human, we can read this thing. So in this lesson we'll see only the read mode, right? And the another lesson we'll try the write, then we'll try R plus, W plus, A and A plus. So in this program we are trying to read a file. What it means? It means we have already a file and we need to open that file into the memory, and then I need to read that file by this program. Got it? So we have to open the text file which you want to read, right? And so where you want to open into the memory, and that memory will be linked to this link to a variable name so that we can reach that memory. Getting my point? So we need a file pointer, right? So file is a data type in C language. It needs a pointer. That means the memory where the file will be loaded, that memory address will be captured by this variables. That's why it is a pointer. So file pointer, the fp will be the identifier in this program for that file. Okay, so file pointer we need always. Now check this line. So fopen is a function in C language who takes two parameter. One is the file name. So give me the file name which you want to read. So this is the read mode. What it means? Now I'm going to open this file or load this file into the memory for reading purpose. This function will load this file into a memory and that memory address will be loaded to fp. Through the fp variable we can manage the file. Got it? Now maybe this file is not available. Maybe this file is corrupted. It is not loaded to the memory properly. Maybe. So in that case, fp will be null, right? So it will not get any address if the file is not loaded. So if the file is loaded into a memory, then only fopen can assign that memory address to fp. But if there is any problem occurs, right, there is some error, then fopen will put null value to fp. So here what we tried, the if fp equal to null, that means fp is null, right? Then we'll say error opening file. There is some error or something went wrong, right? Anything you can, and exit 1 or exit 0, anything. Exit takes a boolean value 0 or 1, right? So anything you can put in exit. What exit will do? Exit will terminate the whole program, right? So from this line everything will be stopped. Means the main functionality is will be finished. So if it is not null, that means this file is perfect and this is loaded into memory and that memory address is stored into fp, right? Then fp will not be null. Then I will come over here. So so here what I can do, I can read characters from that file, right? And that file means from the fp address. So what are the function we have to read a file? There are few methods: f get c, f get s, f scan f. So these are the function in C language. Those are responsible to read data from the file, right? So first we'll look at these things. So f gets c. See the name, f means file, get means get, a c means character. So this function is for the file handling purpose it is used. That's why f. And get c means a character, right? So this will be used to read one character at a time. That means this function can read only one character, right? If there are a lot of characters or data in the file, that means so you have to put a loop. One by one character will be read and it will assign into a variable and that variable we will print. So your open file data will be printed by the C program. So let's check this one. So f get c. So what actually f get c needs in parameter? fp. Got it? So fp is the file pointer, right? From where the file is opened. Now f get c will read only one character and I need to put it in character variable. So I have already a character variable who can hold one character at a time, right? And I need to print that character. So I can copy, already it is written over here. So check. Got it? And that's it as of now. Now I need to close that file pointer. That means if it is finished, then you need to close that file, right? Then f close method is used and it takes the pointer and it's deallocate that memory. that means your file is no more in the memory. So in this program or in this example, what we are trying to do, we are trying to read only one character. What is the file name we want to read? Test1.test. Now where this file is located, so see, I did not specify any path. So if you are working in Windows system, wherever your file is located, you have to pass that file in Windows system like this way. But if you are using a Linux, then you don't have CD, right? So you have to pass, so this way you have to pass. But when if you don't pass anything, that means this file is located in the same path where your program 45 is located. That means this is a program files, right? So this is already I have created, so this file is located somewhere. If the test one has the same path, then we don't need to pass anything, right? So check, this is my proc 45 file, so test1 text should be there, so we don't need any type of path, right? So let's check, we have test1, yes. See the test1 desktop learn C, right? The same path. Okay, so just open this file. So we have already written something over here, so I need to read this data by the C program file. So in this program, I open that text data file into the memory with the read mode, and I am trying to read fgetc. But we know fgetc reads only one character at a time. Okay, so let's run. See what it reads, H. So go to that file. See H is there. So only H is read by this program. Got it? Now again if we read and again print, then try. See HE. So from hello, HE is read. Got it? But so many characters will be there, right? So how can I do this? That's why we need a loop. Got it? So let's open these commented lines. Okay. So what I actually did over here, f get c file pointer. So it will read a character and it will store that character into ch. Okay. And that character should not be end of file. So end of file is a character. It's a you can say virtual character. So that's the end of character. So if there is nothing to read, that means it's read the end of file character. So get cif methods will read from this memory and it will store that single character into ch, and that should not be end of file. That means so you got a character. So in this file, what we had, first character is h. It is not end of file. Yes, it is not end of file. So it will go inside and h will be printed. Got it? And then the next iteration, again it will read a character. So it will read e. So this way it will read character one by one until unless it has the end of file character, and it will be printed. Got it? Now check. See, HELO, everything is printed over here. Got it? So this is your test file, and check your test file over here. Same thing. Got it? So this is read by this program. Fine. Now we need to read that file line by line. Right? So there is a method fgetS. Got it? So fgetS is a function which is useful when you want to read a certain amount of characters or line, you can say. I mean to say, now if I want to read this line at a time, then this line at a time, then this line at a time. Right? So what is your maximum character in the line? So this line has a maximum characters. Assume it's maybe 100 characters. Okay, it's below 100. I can say the fget function to read 100 characters at a time. Where is your file? I just close that file. Okay, so for that I have a program already written for you. So open this program, right? Let's say use of fget. So what actually fgets? So it will take the size. So the size is 100. So actually we need to read, right? and we need to put that into a variables. So 100 characters at a time you will read and you enter. That means you need to have a character array. So check character line 100. That means it is ready to take 100 characters at a time. And app gets will read the size of line means 100. You can put 100 directly over here, right? So the 100 characters will be read and that will be put into this line variables array. And from where? fp. So fp is your open file open address. And if it is not null, that means there are something to be read. That means app gets will return that character. But if there is nothing, suppose you are at the end of the file and you are again trying to read 100 characters, but there is no characters, then it will return the null, right? So until unless null, you can print that line whatever you got from the getters, right? So let's check. See the same thing, output is same, right? Just the first program reads one by one character, one by one, like this way. And now f get s, it read 100 characters will be read at a time, right? If there is nothing to be read, then it will return the null character, right? Now we'll talk about very interesting one. Okay, let me comment this one first. Okay, I commented and I open third one. So third one is fscanf. It is very interesting. Fscanf means that it will scan data from the file. That means it will read data from the file. So it is useful when we know the format of the data in the file. What it means actually, I have example file test. See, just notice this file. It seems there are few data of some the students or something, right? We can assume this is the roll number, this is the student name, and this is the marks 1, this is marks 2. We can assume, right? The same format. See, so if there is a formatted file like this way, if you created a text file with the row column values, like this is a row and this is a column, so this is a formatted file. If we need to read this type of value, so what it this value is, this is the integer value and this is string value and this is float value and this is a float value. So every value should be separated by at least one space. So space will be the separator for the column, you can say. Okay, so now I have three lines. I need to read one by one. Okay, so in this case, fscanf function will be helpful. I have a file pointer. I have roll number, name, marks 1, marks 2. So I will assign this the file value to this variable and I'll print that variable, right? Okay. So I am trying to open the file test.txt file. Okay, in read mode. So I need to read this file. So this is my file pointer. Okay, the same thing, if file pointer is null, the error comes. Okay, now I need to read using fscanf. So first parameter file pointer, right? And second parameter, what format you need to print. So my first format was check integer and the next one is read string, read float value. Then your cursor will be over here. So I need to read this line. That means you need to read one integer, one string and two floats value. So that will be read, fscan will read from where? fp pointer. So where your cursor is when is loaded, the at the very beginning. So from the beginning it will try to read that format. So it is there integer, string, float. So it will put into that address because scan no. So it is scanning the value from the file to where? To the memory location in our local variable roll number, name, marks 1, marks 2. See? So I'm taking the value from file, I'm putting the address. So address of roll number, name address of marks, right? And address of marks too. So if it is done, then what actually I match over here? So what actually it does, appscanf. Now it reads that format perfectly, and if it is perfectly read, then it returns how many format he reads. So one, two, three, four. So it returns four, the number of formatted matched, or we have passed the 4, right? So if it is 4, then fine, then while loop will, the control will go into the while loop, and I'll print that, percentage d, percentage s, percentage f, percentage f, and what will be the variable? Roll number, name, marks 1 and marks 2. So if one iteration is done, that means we are done this line, and then your cursor will come to here to read. So once the first line is done and it is printed here, then the cursor will iterate for the second, and if the four formats is perfectly read, then it will return the match format 4, then and also 4. Then check the second it has the 4, 1 2 3 4. So here it is fine. So it will go to this line and it will print the all these things. And then the third line it has also the four formats perfectly. So this function will read that four format, and it will put the specified variables, and the return value will be 4 because four formats in the third row is matched. So it will, then the next line is a fourth. The first and second is fine in the fourth, but the third and fourth column it has no, right? So match format will be 2 for the fourth row. So it will return 2, and 2 equal to 4. No, that means the this data will not be read, right? So we can always read the match data what we have specified over here in the scanf. Got it? Now check. Let's see. See, so I read this file, but see there is no the fourth column, right? So this column is not read because we have specified four format specifier, but there is only two match. Got it? So this is the program regarding reading a file. So that's it in this program. So next lesson will be file writing, right? Okay. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thanks.